Hey there, and welcome back to the podcast. I'm Rachel Joy Olsen. I'm so grateful that you're here. Today we're doing something a little special and another Ask the Coach style episode all about vision, goals, and manifestation and turning the visions that you have for your life into aligned action steps. These are some of the themes that come up most often in my masterclass sessions and in conversations with people working through my Create and Manifest Your Vision workbook and journal. If you've ever wondered things like, how do I even know what I really want? Why do my goals start strong and then fizzle out? Is manifestation real or am I just pretending? How do I work with my vision without bypassing real life? Then this episode is for you. My intention is for this to feel like you and I are sitting down together, walking through these questions one by one, and giving you practical, gentle steps you can start using right away. I'll also share how this kind of work continues inside my Radiate membership, where we go deeper with monthly Create and Manifest Your Vision masterclass calls, plus the workbook and journal that support this process over time, and so much more to support you on your journey. So let's dive into some of the questions that I've gotten. Question number 1, what if I don't actually know what my mission is? So the first question I hear all the time is, Rachel, I hear you talk about vision, but what if I don't actually know what my vision is? I just feel foggy. If that's you, I want you to take a moment to take a breath. And I am sure we have all been there at some point. There is absolutely nothing wrong with you if you're still feeling this way, whether it's been a short time or a long time. A lot of people think vision has to be this crystal clear 10-year plan with every detail mapped out. But for most of us, vision simply starts as a feeling, not a plan. So instead of asking, what is my big life vision, which is often what I like to ask myself, try asking, what do I want my life to feel like? What qualities do I want more of, such as being calm, having more freedom, more creativity, more connection, better health? And what am I most tired of feeling? Things like feeling rushed, depleted, invisible, or stuck. Vision often lives in contrast. For example, I'm tired of feeling anxious. I long to feel grounded. I'm tired of always rushing. I long to feel spacious. I'm tired of ignoring my body. I long to feel connected to it. So here's a mini practice you can do right now. If it's safe to do so, close your eyes for a moment and ask yourself, if nothing else changed in my life, but I could feel differently inside of it, how would I want it to feel? Notice what words arise. Maybe it's calm, steady, free, peaceful, energized, inspired. That feeling is the beginning of your vision. You don't need to know the entire roadmap. You just need a direction. This is your action step. Write down one sentence that begins with this. My vision is to feel more in my everyday life. So once you write that down, then you can go further with that state of feeling. Okay, so that's enough for this question for today. You can refine it later. Right now, you're just letting your inner voice speak. So just let that sit. Question number 2. Why do my goals start strong and then fall apart? So this is a really great question and one that I hear a lot. So people will ask, I'm great at setting goals. I start strong. I get excited. And then a few weeks later, everything fizzles. What's wrong with me? Well, again, there's nothing wrong with you. Often the issue isn't your motivation. So many of us are motivated. We desire and want what our vision is, or we want our goals. It's just the way the goal is designed and the pressure you put on yourself. So here are 3 big reasons why goals fall apart. Number 1, the goal is built for your ideal self, not your real life. Your ideal self wakes up early, has unlimited energy, and never has a bad day. Your real self has emotions, responsibilities, fluctuating energy, and seasons. So if your goal requires your ideal self to show up every day, it will collapse the moment real life happens. Think about that for a minute. Kind of let that one sink in. Number 2, the goal is outcome only, not process anchored, such as I want to manifest a new job. I want to lose X amount of pounds. I want to meditate every day forever. These are outcomes, but they don't tell you how you want to show up in the process or what you'll do when you miss a day. Number 3, there's no gentle way back. One missed day becomes, I blew it. One off week becomes, see, I never follow through. Perfectionism quietly kills long-term goals. Oh man, I've said those words over and over. So what do we do instead? We anchor goals in vision, process, and compassion. So ask yourself now, how does the goal I want connect to my deeper vision? What is the smallest doable version of this? And what will I say to myself when I inevitably miss a day? Because you will. It's just the way it goes. So for example, your vision, I want to feel more grounded and present in my body. Your old goal might sound like, I will do an hour of yoga every morning. Your aligned goal, most days, I will give myself at least 5 minutes to move, stretch, or breathe with intention. Notice how different that sounds. Notice how much less pressure it is. And for those of you practicing yoga, it's actually a practice of a concept we call of aparigraha, which is releasing the grip, releasing the control. So your action step now is take one of your current goals and shrink it down until it almost feels too easy. That's where momentum lives. Let your new rule be this: I'm more interested in what I can repeat than in what looks impressive. I love that. Okay, so I hope that, helped for you. And I would love to hear what your new aligned goals are. So feel free to send me messages through Instagram, Facebook, or find me on my website, rjowellness.com. Okay, let's move on to question number 3. What does manifestation actually mean, and how is it different from magical thinking? So this is another great question I hear, especially from people working through my workbook and journal, because they are called Create and Manifest Your Vision. So what does manifestation actually mean? Am I just pretending, or is this a real thing? Well, manifestation can sound a bit out there, but at its core, it's actually very practical. For me, manifestation is the process of, number 1, getting clear on what you want to create or experience. Number 2, aligning your energy, beliefs, and actions with that vision. And number 3, staying open to the timing, the form, and the support that show up to help you. Manifestation is not this: if I think positive thoughts 24/7, everything will magically be perfect. Or if something doesn't happen, it's because I didn't manifest hard enough. That's really not what it is. That kind of thinking can create shame and bypass reality. Instead, I'd like you to think of it this way. Your vision sets your direction. Your attention feeds that vision, so what you focus on grows. Your actions move your life into alignment with it. And your nervous system, how safe and supported you feel, affects how far you're willing to go. Manifestation lives in the both and. So both inner work and outer action. Both vision and boundaries. Both intuition and practicality. So here's a mini practice for you. Think of something you would like to manifest, not a perfect life, but one specific shift. And ask yourself, what belief would support this vision? For example, I'm allowed to rest. I'm capable of change. I'm worthy of support. Then what's one small action that belongs to this belief? For example, going to bed 20 minutes earlier, booking a yoga class, saying no once this week. So your manifestation action step today is this: pick one belief and one small action that go together. Put them somewhere you'll see them. For example, belief, I'm worthy of caring for my body. Your action, I will pause once a day just to check in with what my body needs. Seems pretty simple, but it's these simple things that really allow manifestation to be in motion. Question number 4. How do I hold a big vision without feeling discouraged by where I am now? This question is so tender. I have a big vision for my life, but when I look at where I am now, I feel discouraged. How do I hold the vision without shaming myself? First, I want you to know it's okay to feel the gap. The gap between where I am and where I want to be is very human. The challenge is to notice the gap without turning it into a weapon against yourself. And I speak on this topic with pure experience because I have always been a master of why am I not where I'm supposed to be until I learned to start practicing some of these steps. Now, every day it is still a practice. We're going to take some yoga concepts here as we're never perfect. We're still always practicing. So here are 3 ways to work with this. Number 1, bring the vision into today. Instead of only seeing your vision as a distant future, ask, what's one tiny way I can experience a piece of this today? If your vision is more peace, what's one peaceful moment you can create today? If your vision is more freedom, what's one small choice that feels like freedom? Bring pieces of your future into the present. Number 2, measure progress by alignment, not perfection. Ask, am I aligned more than I was 6 months ago? Maybe you say no a little more often. Maybe you recover faster from stress. Maybe you listen to your body sooner. All of those simple things count. Number 3, let compassion be your companion. You can't bully yourself into your vision. Shame locks you in place. Compassion invites movement. Instead of, I'm so far behind, try, I'm learning how to live more in alignment with my vision. Today is one step. Now, your action step for this one. Write down one sentence that marries honesty and hope, such as, right now I feel ... and I'm moving toward ... one step at a time. So take that opportunity to pause the recording and just fill in the blank. So right now, blank, I feel blank, and I'm moving toward blank one step at a time. This is such a powerful exercise, and that's you holding both truth and possibility. All right, question number 5. How do I stay consistent when life gets busy and I lose momentum? So this is the next big question. Here's the question. I start doing the journaling, the practices, the intentions, and then life gets busy and I fall off. How do I stay consistent without it becoming another pressure? First off, know this. Falling off is part of the process. You're not failing, you're cycling. The skill is not never losing momentum. The skill is learning how to come back. Here are some ways to make consistency kinder. Number 1, create tiny non-negotiables. Instead of a huge practice you can't maintain, choose 1 or 2 tiny things you rarely skip. For example, 1 line in your journal most days, just writing 1 line, maybe a couple of words, couple of thoughts, couple of feelings. Perhaps it's 3 breaths before bed, just to tune in. Or perhaps 1 check-in question in the morning, such as, what do I need today? And then pause to listen. Number 2, use when I remember instead of rigid scheduling, such as I journal every time I sit down with my tea. I take 3 breaths every time I get into my car. Attach your practices to things you already do. And number 3, rewrite the story without starting over, or rewrite your story about starting over is more like it. Every time you return to that starting point, tell yourself, look at me, I'm coming back. That's what matters. Consistency is less about never missing and more about becoming a person who returns. So your action step. Choose 1 tiny practice that connects your vision or manifestation work and decide, this is the anchor I'm going to come back to, even when everything else falls away. Maybe it's your mission statement. Maybe it's a nightly gratitude sentence or word. Maybe it's showing up to a live call each month if you're part of the masterclass program. Let it be small and real. So if any of these questions have resonated with you today, if you've been nodding along thinking, yep, that's me, that's how I feel, I want you to know you do not have to navigate all of this on your own. And this is exactly the kind of work that I do inside Radiate, my membership community. Radiate is where we take these ideas, visions, goals, manifestations, nervous system support, and then turn them into an ongoing lived practice. You get access to the monthly Create and Manifest Your Vision masterclass, where we explore these themes in real time with space for reflection, coaching, and connection with others that are doing the same work. Inside this membership, you also get access to my Create and Manifest Your Vision workbook and journal, which give you guided prompts, exercises, and space to track your progress. So your vision doesn't just live in your head, it lives on paper and in your daily life. And of course, there's so much more to this membership program and other courses and other support that you get. And everything we do in Radiate is designed to be realistic and compassionate. No pressure to be perfect. No pressure to do it all. Just steady support as you keep coming back to what matters. So if that sounds like the kind of container you've been craving, you can explore Radiate, the masterclasses, the on-demand yoga classes, the live on Zoom yoga classes, my books, so much more through my website at rjowellness.com when you're ready. So as we close today, I want you to remember you are allowed to have a vision for your life. You are allowed to want more peace, more alignment, more joy. You are allowed to take small, imperfect steps toward it. You do not need a perfect plan. You do not need to fix everything overnight. You only need to keep listening, keep aligning, and keep returning. Maybe your next step is writing one sentence in your journal. Maybe it's taking one deep breath. Maybe it's reaching out for support. Maybe it's simply deciding my vision matters enough to start, no matter what it looks like. So thank you so much for being here with me for this episode today and for really doing this kind of inner work. It is not easy, and I absolutely commend you for it. I'm cheering you on, and I'll see you in the next episode. So until next time, keep rocking your wellness. Thanks for joining me on this episode of the Rockin' Wellness Podcast. Make sure to visit my website at www.rjowellness.com, where you can subscribe to the show and check out all the show notes. While you're at it, if you found value in this podcast, if you'd simply tell a friend about it, that would help out too. You may choose to join the R.J.O Wellness community to take advantage of the freebies, courses, and coaching that will take your voyage to the next level, or support this podcast with your monthly membership. Until next time, my friends, keep rocking your wellness.